Corey Construction is a roofing company primarily. We service 4 markets: Austin, San Antonio, Dallas, and Houston. And Houston is our corporate headquarters. And we primarily work for the home builders in the new construction field, both custom and residential production home builders. Netmen IT is our third IT company, and the first 2, as we grew, we probably outgrew their service. The first one was a friend of ours that just helped us with very minor issues, and as we grew, we realized that we needed a server. We needed to go from peer-to-peer to client-server base, and the company that we used previous to Netmen didn't have the personalized service that we found out later that we required. The biggest difference that sets Netmen apart from the others is the fact that we get almost an immediate response to our issue. We're not waiting in a queue, we're not on hold waiting to talk to somebody, we're not sending our email or filling out a form and waiting for a response. So if there's an issue, if it's a simple task or a difficult task, the simple task is resolved many times immediately, and then on the larger tasks we at least get a response that says, hey, we'll be out there in 24 hours, 48 hours, or 2 hours, depending on the, I guess, the criticalness of the problem. We decided to take advantage of their unlimited plan. Our previous provider or IT company would bill us based on how many hours they spent up here, and so it was very difficult for Brian and I to predict what our bill was going to be every month. It could be 0, it could have been $5,000, depending on what the issue is. So regardless of the problem, regardless of the issue, if it's minor or major, we have a good idea of what our monthly IT expenses are, and we can budget that in. And so we've had instances where we've had major issues, where we've had viruses, and it took them several days to get rid of the virus and get our server back up and running, and our bill remained the same. So it's been a great win-win situation for both our companies. Well, thankfully I don't have to communicate with Netmen very often, only on major issues, but I know for a fact that our company and its employees statewide have a need to communicate with them almost on a daily basis to solve minor issues. So it's great to know that there's always somebody on the other end of the line that can answer a simple question without having to come and ask me or anybody else for that matter within the company. We have somebody there on call, so to speak, to answer those questions, and so the communication's been great. Yes, absolutely. They've fulfilled many of our goals. We've been with Netmen for almost 2 years now, and in those short 2 years, us as a company have grown tremendously. We've added employees, we've added locations, we've been able to establish a VPN tunnel, VoIP phones, an Exchange server, all this in that short period of time. So it's been a great win-win situation for both of our companies.
My name is Valerie Budworth, and I'm business development at Corey Construction. I know that I can call Netmen IT, and whatever issue I have, I can call them or email them. And whatever issue, they will fix it on the spot, or if they don't, then they'll fix it in a very timely manner. The response time is great. Netmen has established and built a relationship with Corey that whenever I call them, I don't feel that I'm calling a third-party company. I feel like I'm calling part of our team.
My name is Paige Williams, and at Corey Construction, I am the office manager for the Houston office. And I have been with the company for 4 years in January. And at Corey, they all kind of call me the mother hen here. I try and keep everyone together, and I'm also the HR, so I deal with all of our benefits and payroll and everything like that. But when Mike and Brian aren't here, I'm kind of the next go-to person for everything when there's issues, concerns, or problems in the office. So I really enjoy it here, and I love being here for everyone, and I guess the mother hen for everyone, and being involved. I've gotten to kind of work in every different aspect of the company and really see it, so I love that, and being involved with everyone, so it's good. I like it. Netmen IT, to keep things running at Corey, to me, they're definitely the backbone of the company, kind of like the spine, I guess, almost in your body, just because without them, we wouldn't be up and running. This question kind of made me think back to something my dad used to always say, and it's a Duck Dynasty quote, that he was a low-tech man in a high-tech society, because it's about to be 2015 and companies just don't function without, a website, email, phones, the internet, all that stuff. And if you're not up and going, then you're not functioning. Like, it's just, the company's not there. And I know before Netmen IT, our different IT guys we've had, if we've been down for a day, you play catch up for a week. Like, it's just crazy, because if you're not getting your emails and your phone calls, like, people just think you're like out of business and you're not there. So that's also another thing about Netmen IT is their broad knowledge. I've never been somewhere where they just know everything, and if they don't know something, they're gonna find out and they're gonna come back and they're gonna fix it. So having that is just awesome, because you can't function without it in a company, especially if you're wanting to grow and do bigger and better things. Like, you just got to have that type of stuff to run and be able to function. Recommending Netmen IT, I absolutely would. Being the office manager here, before this I was actually a member services manager for a company, and it was all about customer service. And even here, I may not work so much with the customers. I usually always get the customers that are calling that are highly upset, but also then dealing with all of our employees that are here. I mean, we have 45 employees total here. And it's always, you're getting those, angry, they want something done right away. And so the best thing about Netmen IT is their customer service. Is I can call Tavo and be like, hey, I need something done right away, and he can get it done and fixed right away. And if he can't, he's gonna let me know, hey, let me look into it, let me get back to you, I'm gonna let you know, and it'll get fixed within 24 hours, 48 hours. I swear they never take vacations or have a day off. They work around the clock. And so the biggest thing to me has always been customer service. And let's face it, the one way to grow a business is by word of mouth. Where I worked before, that was the best way the company grew, was by word of mouth. And if the place wasn't running well and the customers weren't happy, then they weren't gonna recommend you anywhere. So that's the best thing. They have the knowledge, they're gonna be there for you if you need anything. I work, it's really hard here at Corey Construction. We usually hire people right on the fly, and so I'm always calling Tavo saying, hey, I need a full computer and everything set up, like, Monday, by the next day, for them to start, and they're always here for us. So I would highly recommend them for your business, because it's going to keep you up and going and help you thrive.